in 52 bowls.
Let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting Brooklyn Nets. At center, Day'Ron Sharpe. At shooting guard, DeAnthony Melton. At power forward, Cameron Johnson. At the other guard position, D'Angelo Russell. At the other forward position, Cameron Thomas. The head coach of the visiting team is Jordi Fernandez. Let's meet the starting lineup for your Chicago Bulls. Starting at power forward, 6 feet, 10 inches, number 14, Modest Buzelis. The other forward position, 6 feet, 7 inches, number 13, Kevin Huerter. At point, standing 6'8", number 3, Josh Giddey. At guard, 6'5", number 0, Kobe White. A 6'10" center, number 9, Nikola Vucevic.
It's live coverage of the NBA on Monday night. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Chicago Bulls at United Center. With Doris Berg, Greg Anthony, and Hall of Famer David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. And our special guest at the broadcast table for this one, the celebrated Shams Charania. Hey, Shams, thanks so much for joining us tonight. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Kevin, thanks so much. Always fun to hang out with you and all your crew and talk basketball.
All right, I've told Doris and Greg and David, just buckle up because we are going to be on a great ride with you. And let's see what the Nets have coming up. On Wednesday, they'll head back home to host the Indiana Pacers. And then on Sunday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks.
And looking at that Jazz matchup, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got D'Angelo Russell. Johnson is out there with Thomas. Then it's Sharpe, and it's Melton in at the 2 guard. And for Chicago, the guard set is Giddey and White. Vucevic is out there with Buzelis. And it's Huerter in at the small forward position. Pass to Buzelis. Puts up a 3. And Kevin Huerter, good for 3. A shot for the Bulls. The overall approach has seemed to be steady as she goes. Let's stay in our lane. Business as usual. But do you think that'll continue?
And business has been good, Kevin. One of the best attendance rates in the league. But listen, this is a Bulls organization that has to figure out its right direction and see how they can continue to build and find a way to build from the ground up and reach new heights, whether it is going a more rebuilding route, a more in the middle route, versus going and really taking big swings. I think this is an organization that is very much trying to find their direction.
Oh, you're kind of setting the table. What could happen with this team? Good stuff. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Huerter. against Thomas. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Melton. Shoots over White. Melton's shot is good. Now here's Giddey. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Here's Buzelis. He's guarded by Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Vucevic against Sharp. 18 feet out. And it's Vucevic missing.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Russell passes to Sharp. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That one on Vucevic.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
At the line for one.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Sharp. Hey, Shams, for the past decade that you've been a major player in the NBA, it's been LeBron's league, it's been Curry's league. Who else is going to take over this league, you think, coming up around the corner?
Given the NBA Finals, we just have to throw in Jayson Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Luka Doncic into the fold as far as faces of the NBA. But Nikola Jokic is so good. He will be one of the guys for a while. Giannis Antetokounmpo, you have to mention him as well. But ultimately, you have to also keep an eye on Victor Wembanyama, the way that Victor Wembanyama could take over the league. And already, so early, was so special. Victor Wembanyama is someone to keep an eye on.
Okay, they just passed a note down to me, or Dan here. What about Anthony Edwards at Minnesota? He's another one, right? Young American player who is really making an impact.
Anthony Edwards, Devin Booker, you have to consider those two as well. And it's special, the crop of young players that we have coming up in this league. One of them is sure to emerge as this generation's, whether you want to call it Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, there will be a face out of this crop.
And we cannot wait.
Nikola Vucevic.
What you love about Nikola Vucevic is every night you know he's going to play hard and he's going to do whatever it takes to win. You love playing with teammates like that, guys.
Now, here's Sharp. In the game against Orlando, very impressive.
Josh Giddey. First personal foul. Second team foul.
The Nets shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
Shooting 2.
He's off on the first. Hey, Shams, it seems like with these younger teams coming, we may be witnessing a transfer of power in the NBA. What do you think?
It's really due to the parity that we're seeing in the league, and we haven't seen this much parity in a really long time. It's wide open for teams in both conferences, in the East and West, to claim that top perch. We have to give the league a lot of credit. There's tons of parity.
Which I think is leading to expansion talk, correct? We've got so much talent right now, we can kind of let it ooze out a little bit to some other areas.
Certainly expansion, couple more teams in the league, but the league really loves where they're at now. And any given year, anyone can win.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
Dance cam. Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen. You show us your best moves. Let's go. You gotta dance like everyone's watching. Show us those moves. Shake it.
And the influx of international players continues to just fill these rosters in the NBA. And Shams, it has truly become a global league.
It's truly a beautiful thing, right, Kevin? We want sports to bring people together, to really galvanize communities, no matter your ethnicity, no matter your gender, anything. And now I really feel we're breaking down a lot of barriers in the world.
And think, 3 of the top, 5, 6 players, we got Doncic. We've got Porzingis, of course, who is such a nice player, but Antetokounmpo and Jokic. I mean, the names go on and on of key contributors to winning teams.
You have to make a case that the world team against the U.S. team, if they were ever stacked against each other, that would be a heck of a game.
You and I would pay for the ticket, wouldn't we? I would pay to watch that.
I'm willing and able to pay immediately, Kevin. Sign me up. When are we going?
I hope soon. Here's Thomas following the three-point basket by Chicago.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now. Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
And again, no good by Brooklyn. Chicago leading by 5. Pass to Giddey. And here's Vucevic, defended by Sharp. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Listen, he's going to get stronger, but you talk about guile and the willingness to battle down low. Josh Giddey is more than up to the task.
The Bulls have shot just 1 free throw early, 1 for 1 in the game.
2 shots.
Free throw good from Giddey. Well, we can all agree nothing better than the atmosphere of an NBA game. So, Shams, I know it's hard to pick one, but is there a best crowd, a best atmosphere in the NBA that you've come across that you really appreciate?
The Warriors fans, I feel, even at their peak, they bring a different level of aura, of enthusiasm. Kevin, you've been to more arenas than I have in more celebrated times as well at different points. What's your favorite, what's your best NBA arena atmosphere?
When that New York crowd is popping, that arena is second to none, man. It is sizzling. Like you, I love knowledgeable fans, right? They know the calls, they know the officials, they know the strategies, they know what a player can and cannot do. That, to me, is the best part about going in some of these arenas and feeling that the players, have made it to a point where the fans know exactly what they can and cannot do. Knowledgeable fans.
I'll take your word for it, but that just means I have to get out to a Knicks game.
An assertive offensive player. White knows he has the green light to rise and fire.
Russell sets a screen for Johnson. Back to Russell. Launches a 3. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now here's Giddey. Ball's knocked loose. Outside, Russell. Pass to Johnson. Back to Russell. Down low, here's Sharp, and then Sharp with the dunk.
And slick dish there in the pick and roll. Russell showing his elite feel for the game.
So, Shams, when the league brought in that 65 game played rule, it sure seemed to motivate players to suit up.
Those awards aren't just about prestige, Kevin. They're about cold, hard cash. And every summer, we're going to see records set for the biggest contract in NBA history. Every summer that goes by, that certainly has an effect on players wanting to play and players being in the lineup. Now with the 65 games played rule, there is an incentive for all NBA team and different accolades.
Yes, well said. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin. The Brooklyn Nets wasted no time hiring their next coach, Jordi Fernandez, shortly after the conclusion of last season. Despite his youth, Fernandez has been on the rise after stops as an assistant with the Kings, Nuggets, and Cavs, as well as coaching the Canadian national team. Kevin?
DA, we've been talking about Jordi Fernandez for a long time. Now his big break, and I'm very happy. I know we all are for Coach Fernandez. Hey, David, thank you. Sharp with a screen on White. Russell from long range. Here's Sharp. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Here's the lob to the hoop. And then Buzelis with the double.
And just running the offense. White's that new breed of combo guard who can do a little bit of everything.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
Please give a big round of applause for your Bulls Youth Dance Team.
Almost entirely new group. Zach Collins checked in for Vucevic. Smith comes in for Buzelis. Patrick Williams, he's checked in for Kevin Huerter. And Ball subbed in for Josh Giddey. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Sharp. Trendon Watford comes in for Johnson. Martin's checked in for Cameron Thomas. And it's Johnson in for DeAnthony Melton. Here's Claxton. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. And yes, it's good. Shams, you've been around the NBA for a long time now. Which players do you enjoy watching the most?
Greatness, especially the guys that are regarded among the greatest of all time, like LeBron James, like Stephen Curry, like Kevin Durant. You have to throw those in there. But this is a new era, a new crop. The Jayson Tatums, Jaylen Browns, Nikola Jokic, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Have to throw Luka Doncic in there. You have Donovan Mitchell, you have Paolo Banchero, you have Tyrese Halliburton, you have Joel Embiid, you have Tyrese Maxey, Jimmy Butler, you have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Anthony Edwards, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Devin Booker, Zion Williamson, Anthony Davis, De'Aaron Fox, Victor Wembanyama. So let's not have anyone here left out.
All right, they're all fun to watch. Now here is Martin, following the miss by Lonzo Ball. Inside, and it's White missing.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Ball against Martin. Russell looking it over. And the slam dunk by Russell.
D'Angelo Russell rises up and drops the hammer.
1:25 left in the first. Pass to Williams. It's White on the wing. He's guarded by Johnson. And the Bulls with another miss. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run here. Russell kicks to Johnson. Russell sets a screen for Johnson. Up and in on the lane.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
58 seconds left to play in the first quarter. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Russell high post. Shot clock at 5. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by Smith. Bulls trail by 4. Williams passes to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Russell from long range. Sinks the three-pointer. Russell's got 12 in the game. White with it. From deep three-point land. And that one released in time, but no good. D'Angelo Russell getting it done for the Nets. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We come back right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Nets.
A lot of high motor play from them in this one. Allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
We've also seen them show a willingness to take advantage of the mid-range opportunities. The defense conceding these looks, and they're cashing in.
So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Josh Giddey is out there with ball. Then it's Williams. Then it's Jalen Smith. And it's Collins in at the 5. Here's Claxton. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Watford's got the lead up to 8 now for the Nets. We have all these great foreign players. Maybe 3 of the top 5 players in the NBA are all foreign players, right? And so much was made of Anthony Edwards. Here's a 22-year-old American player who has maybe the charisma, the game, the everything you could package. It could be our next great player. Is there ever talk around the league about why are European players being so dominant? Where are the great young American players to compete against this great influx of international players?
The grassroots programs, you have to look at what happens abroad and in the States. You have to give a lot of credit to the way that they develop players over in Europe. In any of those regions, they do a great job, and those players are hungry, they're driven, they're passionate. They're trying to get here to the States and play basketball at the highest level in the NBA. And you see at the amateur level, there can be a lot of fluidity, there can be a lot of flux, and players are given so much so soon in America. So to be able to have that chip on your shoulder, to have the passion, and to exude the confidence that Anthony Edwards has, the younger generation of players definitely have someone Anthony Edwards to look up to.
Now, here's Ball. We saw him with 10 points last game. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Ball's got 5 points in the quarter.
I tell you, it's unorthodox to watch, but Ball shoots the ball with tremendous rhythm and confidence from beyond.
On the wing, Johnson. Claxton the pass to Johnson. Now, Watford. Covered by Smith. And slam dunk by Watford.
Oh, tremendous pass from Camp Johnson there. Nice work.
Smith outside. Pass the ball. He takes it in. Williams, a screen on Martin. Here's Giddey to the paint. Here's Collins, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. For Chicago, they have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
And that one falls to Collins. Some changes for Chicago. Vucevic checked in for Jalen Smith. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Williams. He's perfect from the line this time.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He wants to talk to his guys.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break, mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
It's time for the coolest crew in the 3-1-2. It's time to give out for your 3-1-2 crew.
Bulls making the switch here. Smith is checked in. Whitehead's checked in for the Nets. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. On the wing, Johnson. Claxton sets the screen for Johnson. Back to Claxton. Shoots over Vucevic. Rebound by the Bulls. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Nets. That one was played in Brooklyn.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
They were forced into tons of sloppy play, and I think they'll be looking to be more composed tonight.
And Brooklyn has possession. Following the miss by Lonzo Ball. Here's Watford. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got his 5th rebound in this one. Right side, Ball. Bulls moving the ball around. Vucevic down low. Claxton covering, and it's good. 2 points. Vucevic has got 7 points.
Well, Vucevic at his best. A reliable interior scorer, great size, great touch.
Johnson, the pass to Watford. Screen by Claxton to the inside. And Claxton throws it down.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Pass to Huerter. Smith left side.
Let's remember, we're talking about a fundamentally sound player. Nikola Vucevic gifted at fooling defenders with that pump fake.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
At the line for Chicago, Nikola Vucevic. Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
Booz Ellis is checked in for the Bulls. White comes in for Lonzo Ball. And both free throws good for Vucevic.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Outside Thomas, a three ball. Drains it from beyond the arc. Thomas got his second bucket.
Cam Thomas is a guy who is always shot ready. Nice catch and shoot there.
Back to Giddey. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Here's Beekman. Giddey defending. Pass to Thomas. Shoots over Herter. Thomas, no luck.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Here's Giddey. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Outside Thomas. Shoots from 12. It's deflected.
My goodness, Josh Giddey using every bit of that frame to send that one back.
Vucevic, the pass to Giddey. It's White on the wing. And good. Got the Ingles that time as it falls. White's got it all tied up now for Chicago. For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Outside Thomas. And that one drops. Thomas got 5 points in the quarter.
I'm not sure how we define a difficult finish for Cam Thomas. This guy finds a way through contact.
Pass to Vucevic. The rebound by Sharp. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
Here they come, fans. Turn your attention to the court for your Chicago Bulls.
Check in for Josh Giddey. With a break in the action, let's go to the 2K leaderboard for a look at this season's stingiest defensive teams. 5th best, the Nets.
I mean, terrific rim protection. I mean, they rotate and help on the inside as well as anybody. And, of course, you want to keep offenses on the outside shooting jump shots, and that continues to be the goal.
Nets on defense. 4-point game. Back to Herter. Bulls moving the ball around. And it's Vucevic missing.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Russell kicks to Johnson. Pass to Thomas. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Vucevic.
Well, for Cam Thomas, obviously, the whole conversation about why he's in the league is his scoring ability. And I think the next step for him, he's got to start to be able to play make for his teammates.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And both free throws good for Thomas. Chicago with the ball. Pass to Vucevic. Now Herter takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
All right, and wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
And it's Russell missing. Looking at the last game for the Brooklyn Nets, it was a win against the Magic. Pass to Herter. Vucevic with it for 3. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
First personal foul.
You've got to be careful how you guard Nikola Vucevic. This guy is so good at forcing the defense to hit him on the way to the cup.
3 shots.
And he's good on the first of 3. He's off on the second.
And just doing a much better job of getting to the line this quarter than he did in the first.
Thomas finds Russell. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And let's check out a breakdown looking at some data for White. He showed up every night and some noteworthy performances over the last month. And he's among the top 20 free throw shooters in the league. Doesn't waste many opportunities at the line.
And he really is the consummate playmaker. Always keeping his head on a swivel. Searching for the open man. Completely unselfish basketball player. And the first one drops.
And they struggled a bit at the line in the first quarter, but they have been terrific in the second, up to almost 85% overall.
And both free throws good for Thomas.
And it took them a while to find their touch at the line, but they have been red hot here in the second quarter.
White against Melton.
2 minutes.
Count that one, and the Nets lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from White.
He has gotten into a great rhythm here in this quarter, playing with just bundles of confidence.
Pass to Sharp. It's Thomas on the wing. Sharp with a screen on Herter. Here's Thomas. From down in the low post, it goes. Thomas got 15 points.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Herter against Melton. Vucevic a screen on Melton. Herder passes to Vucevic, and Vucevic throws it down.
Well, Vucevic has a great understanding of the pick-and-roll game, and his experience paying off there.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Oh, wasn't that wonderful? Easy to see why Shams has so many sources around the game. He's so easy to talk to.
Yeah, it's all about relationships at the end of the day. When the conversations come easily, that suits his purpose as a reporter.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Sharp finds Thomas. The Nets working the ball around now. 6 to shoot. Sharp the pass to Thomas. Out to Russell. Back to Sharp. And here's Johnson outside. And it's White with the rebound. To the middle. And there's Buzelis on the assist by White. White's got his 3rd assist on the night. It's all tied in Chicago. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
The Nets, 48.
Kevin, thanks. Billy, balanced scoring for your team. How pleased are you with the way they're keeping everybody involved offensively?
Well, those guys, I think, have done a really good job of moving the ball and sharing the ball, and they're finding open men, and they're willing passers, and I think because of that, they've been efficient offensively.
Open shots tend to be made. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Welcome, everybody. We're halfway through what is turning out to be the Nikola Vucevic show.
He came in on a mission. He's destroying people, even when they run 2 at him.
They could have run 5 at him, Shaq, and he'd still be knocking it down.
And now let's take a glimpse at some of the games on the upcoming schedule.
And for that matchup with the Pacers, they'll be facing a team that's had a little better year. But this game is winnable if they bring the energy.
Oh, they're going to need more than energy, Kenny. There's a talent gap here.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. We've seen Cam Thomas really having a great game.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
Starting off the second half, here's Jordi Fernandez's 5. Johnson is out there with Cam Thomas. Then it's DeAnthony Melton. Then it's Russell. And it's Sharp in at the 5 down low. And here are the Bulls now, following the bucket by the Nets. Here's Vucevic, and it falls over the rim and in. Vucevic has got the game tied up here for Chicago.
Well, the post-game, the jump shot, Vucevic, a capable scorer who loves taking over on the offensive end.
It's stolen by Buzelis. Pass to White. Melton with the steal. Second half just getting started, about a minute played. Sharp with a screen on White. Melton passes to Sharp. Now here's Thomas. It's good from long range. Thomas got 20 points.
Well, Cam Thomas is an enthusiastic three-point shooter. This guy will not hesitate.
Pass to Vucevic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Vucevic has got 16.
Tonight you see why Vucevic was an all-star, gifted scorer, can carry an offense. This guy's got the whole package offensively.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordy Fernandez. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
All right, fans, the loudest section in here right now is free T-shirts.
Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Nikola Vucevic.
And with the rise in his true shooting percentage these past 10 games, it's clear that he is feeling very good about the state of his game. We'll see if he has another steady performance in him here tonight.
Brooklyn with the ball. They lead by 1. Russell against Giddey. Back to Russell. Kicks it out to Johnson. Pass to Sharp. Now here's Melton. White covering. 3 on the clock. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. Back to Melton. Sharp sets the pick for Melton. With 1 on the clock. And then Sharp with the dunk.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Here's White. After the basket by Brooklyn. Drills the three-pointer. White's got 13.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
Doris, what's the key for a team like the Nets, who have to hit the reset button, so to speak?
I think, Kevin, you have to find consistency at the head coaching position, because then you can set clear and achievable goals for your team going forward. You set a style of play, commit to it, and just build year by year, game by game.
Here's Buzelis. He has 6. A miss that time would have put him up.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Thomas dishes to Johnson. Hustle from long range. It's rebounded by Herter. The Bulls have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. And there's the foul. It's on Cameron Johnson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. High post Vucevic for the lead. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jimmy Butler as well, but the results haven't been there.
And that one falls, and that puts them up by 1 point. And both free throws good for Vucevic. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Johnson outside. Screened by Russell. Takes the three. Johnson can't get it to go.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Pass to Buzelis. Hands it from downtown. Buzelis has got 9 points.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Russell kicks to Thomas. Off the run and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Cam Thomas was the 27th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft. GA. I think a lot of teams, wouldn't you agree, are regretting passing on him.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe that he fell all the way to the end of the first round. Lots of teams would love to have a scorer like him on their roster.
And he makes the first. And not too long ago, Doris, there were such high hopes for the Nets' future.
I mean, think about it, Kevin. A few years back, people were talking about Brooklyn being a dynasty in the making. They were loaded with talent. And for a lot of reasons, it fell apart pretty quickly. How fine is that line between success and failure in the league? Incredible.
And both free throws good for Thomas. DB thinking about Cam Thomas. When he gets on a roll, he is tough to stop.
Kevin, he reminds me a little bit of the microwave Vinnie Johnson back in the days of Detroit. When this guy is hot, get out of his way and let him do his thing.
And Cameron Thomas picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Chicago with the ball. It's a three-point game. Vucevic a screen on Thomas to the inside. And it's Vucevic missing. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Johnson in the corner. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation.
Free throw no good for Johnson. And you talk about complementary pieces, Doris. Cam Johnson could fit on any team in the NBA.
And that is because, Kevin, he has got one of the most valuable skills in the game today. That's range shooting. He's got size and a quick release, and he just continues to grow on the defensive end.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
An okay season at the free throw line for him so far, sitting right around 76%.
And the first one at the line is good.
Now, so far, Jayson Smith has proven to be a quality role player. This guy works his tail off both ends.
Brooklyn making some changes. Trendon Watford's checked in for Cameron Thomas. And it's Johnson in for DeAnthony Melton. Smith hits them both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Johnson against White. Johnson left side. Here's Sharp. That shot is off. Great D that time from Vucevic. Johnson against Herter. Smith outside. Just 5 to shoot. And White kicks to Smith. The three-pointer no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Watford. No good. That would have tied it. The Bulls leading by 3. Pass to White. Now Vucevic. Over Sharp. And it's Vucevic. That time on the assist from Giddey. Vucevic has got 20 points.
Well, what anticipation from the Montenegrin center. Vucevic reading the defense well on the catch and shoot.
Now here's Johnson. Now Russell. 12 points for him. Sharp with a screen on Giddey. There's Russell with the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Russell's got 15 points.
Arguably the most dangerous weapon in D'Angelo Russell's arsenal. This guy is a problem for the defense.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
All right, fans, it's dance camp time. Get ready to dance like everybody's watching. Nice try. It's all good. Let's see those dance moves. Everybody get down.
Checked in. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see which teams made the most of their opportunities on the offensive glass this month. The 4th spot held by the Nets.
They have been aggressive underneath. I mean, they're playing with a physicality that you don't often see, and it's led to a lot of second chance points.
Herter passes to Smith. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Herter on the wing, covered by Martin. And again, no good by Chicago.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
He nails it, and we're tied up. Russell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You have the sense that D'Angelo Russell likes to play through contact. This is a tough-minded player.
White goes in. That's to Vucevic. 8 for 15 with that made basket, but he's not satisfied yet.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Sharp against Vucevic. Russell. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
And look at Russell bringing the intensity. He's stronger now, willing to mix it up inside no matter who's on it.
Now here's Herter. He has 5. To the paint. Rebound, Brooklyn. Sharp's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Here's Martin. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. White down low. Johnson's there. And it's White missing. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Johnson in the corner. Pass to Sharp for the lead. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Here's White. A rebound by the Nets. Sharp's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Russell against Giddey. Martin wide open. He fires. And the 3 off target. Chicago's gotten the 3-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Here's White. Back to Giddey. And stolen by Russell. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Nets have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here.
Keon Johnson, 2 shots.
And that one falls for Johnson. Chicago making some changes. Collins checked in for Vucevic. Williams comes in for Kevin Huerter. And Ball subbed in for Josh Giddey. And then for Brooklyn, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Sharp. And Lewis subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. And both free throws good for Johnson. Bulls trailed by 4. And White kicks to Williams. Williams a screen on Johnson. Ball feeling it out a bit. A 3-pointer is right on target. Ball's got 11.
And I tell you, Ball has really perfected that unorthodox style with the jumper. Quick at getting it off as well. The D really stands no chance.
Ball against Johnson. Clock at 4. Fires for 3. Nailed from 3-point land. He has 7.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And we've reached the end of the 3rd. Nets out in front, leading by 4. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter underway. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Collins is out there with Smith. Then there's Lonzo Ball. Then it's Williams. And it's Giddey in at the 2-guard spot.
Well, Giddey loves to finish strong inside, and he knows how to take advantage of his size.
Johnson surveying the floor. Inside, pass to Watford. Here's Awoma. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Claxton. Ball with the rebound. Chicago trailing here. And here is Giddey to take the lead. He misses it. He's 4 for 7 from the floor. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Johnson, the pass to Martin. Martin with a screen on Williams. And here's Johnson outside. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Nets lead by 5.
Well, he showed right there. This guy capable of making shots, especially if you leave him that wide open.
Smith sets the pick for Giddey. And the layup is good. Giddey's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, it looked like the defense was perfectly positioned. Outstanding contest. And Josh Giddey says, I don't care. I'm scoring anyway.
To the wing on the left. And the rejection by Smith. And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
Nets ball.
Kevin Herter is checked in for the Bulls. Johnson finds Watford. Outside, Martin. Clock at 6. Giddey defending. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Now here's Williams. Williams sets a screen for Giddey. Banked in off the glass. Now just a 1-point Nets lead.
Well, that's about confidence and composure on the interior. Josh Giddey does stand 6'8", makes that a little easier.
It's Martin on the wing. On the wing, Johnson. Claxton sets the screen for Johnson. And Claxton throws it down.
Well, Claxton could have an apartment up near the rim. These dunk attempts are routine.
Ball against Martin. Pass to Herter. Smith with a screen on Johnson. Here's Herter. To tie it up. Giddey, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Johnson outside. There's the screen. Down low. Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick. No rotation. My goodness.
There's the double team with Martin. Williams kicks to Ball. Smith sets the pick for Ball. Hits the three-point bomb.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical junction.
Giddey defending. Johnson outside. Claxton a screen on Herter. Johnson for 3. Not going to go that time. Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Williams passes to Smith. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Nick Claxton.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Nets.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
I think another thing that's striking here tonight, the ball movement is incredible. Again and again, they're making smart passes to ready shooters.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately.
It's time for T-shirts. Columbus fans, you're getting t-shirts. Who wants one? It's t-shirt time, fans. On your feet and make some noise.
The latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle with his team. Now, he's not happy with the perimeter defense. He told them we have to hustle more out to the three-point line because they look real comfortable out there now. I want you contesting every three they put up. We'll see if that intensity increases on D. Guys?
Thank you, David. That one drops. He ties it up. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Thomas deciding where to go with it. Just 5 on the clock. And good that time. Thomas got 24 points.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Here's Giddey. And he makes good on the layup. Giddey's got it all tied up now for Chicago.
And how about the body control? Giddey refusing to let the defense alter that shot.
Russell inside. He's defended by Herter. The layup off target. To take the lead. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Now it's a 3-point Chicago lead. The Nets have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth, or of 9. Russell passes to Thomas. Screened by Russell. Fires it up. Misses off the right eye.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Nets trail by 3. To the left side wing. And the layup's good off the glass. 21 points for D'Angelo Russell.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior. All the officials are all over that one.
D'Anthony Melton. 3rd personal foul. 2nd team foul. At the line for the Bulls, Kevin Herter. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And the Bulls with some changes. Vucevic checked in for Jalen Smith. Buzelis comes in for Williams. And it's Kobe White in for Ball. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Johnson's checked in. Good on the second free throw.
Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs him.
Outside, Russell. Johnson in the corner. Back to Russell. Sharp with a screen on Herter. 4 on the clock. And it's Russell missing. Bulls have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Pass to Buzelis. Out to White. Vucevic, a screen on Russell. Tries again. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Now here's Johnson. Outside Thomas. Second shot opportunity. Chicago grabs the miss. And here's Herter. Here's Giddey. Pass to White. Back to Giddey. Tries it from 9. It's blocked.
The 24-second violation. Brooklyn ball.
Nets trail by 4. And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He knows every possession is critical now.
Fans coming to the floor. It's your 3-1-2 crew.
So it's Brooklyn now. Outside Thomas. Sharp with a screen on Herter. Here's Thomas. Stolen. On the wing, Giddey. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Bulls lead by 6.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Now here's White. From deep, Herter. It's hauled in by Thomas. Thomas got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. 1:36 left to play in the final quarter. Steps back and drains the jump shot.
Unshakable individual confidence. That is Cam Thomas. Big-time bucket.
To the paint. And Vucevic throws it down.
That's about reading the floor. Hits his man right where he wanted it.
Here's Thomas. Sinks that one from the post. Thomas got 6 in the quarter.
If ever there was a player who relishes the spotlight at this moment, it is Cam Thomas, folks.
Shoots from 8, and it's Vucevic missing. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Trailing by 4. Thomas kicks to Johnson. Thomas passes to Johnson. 5 on the clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. It falls! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Here's Vucevic. Got it!
Vucevic so confident in himself, and his teammates come along with him.
A lot is on the line here.
Crowd is so focused.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared.
Make some noise, fans, for the one and only Chicago Bulls.
Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Thomas passes to Sharp. Pass to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Sharp sets the pick for Melton. Shoots over Vucevic. It's good on the putback.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Can they foul intentionally? They're going to have to do that now. Again and again, they're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
8 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And that's an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. 14th foul. At the line for the Bulls, Josh Giddey. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Here's Russell with the 3. Misses the tray. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on the edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Nick, great win tonight. Good performance by you. How surprising is it that you contributed to the game in so many ways?
You know, I wouldn't say it surprised me. I always knew I could play at this level, but I just play hard. You know, just play hard and get things happen. You know, I don't try to force anything. I just let the game come to me, and I play hard. You know, rebounds. Like I said, it's a lot about effort. That's what I can do every night. And points are gonna come some nights. Sometimes they won't. Just take what I get and just keep playing.
Well, you did it all over the floor tonight, Nick. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, DA, thanks again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And now, our player of the game, Nikola Vucevic.